Hello everyone, I'm Tom, and in this video for Crossplace we are going to see how to make a Wi-Fi jammer out of a $3 IoT device. So the IoT device that I used is the NodeMCU version 1.0 and I found it on eBay for around $3. It is a really cheap device, and you can find many other devices with the ESP8266 module that we can flash with this software in this repository that you can find in the links in the description, and we can produce a simple and really powerful deauthor. What this does is deauthenticate the users of a Wi-Fi network or many Wi-Fi networks and perform attacks in generally Wi-Fi networks and devices. So the installation is really easy. There are two ways. The easy one that we are going to flash the device with the software with the NodeMCU flasher, because I own the NodeMCU, or you can go and grab this tutorial here from the repository that you are going to flash the device with the Arduino program. So to do our installation, we just have to download the NodeMCU flasher from this repository here just by downloading the zip file, and then we have to download the current release of the deauthor from here. So for my device, because I have 4 MB of RAM, I'm going to use the deauthor with the 1 MB bin file. And if you have a NodeMCU with a smaller or a chip with smaller ROM version, you are going to use the 512 KB version, which will not have the full Mac vendor list. So now that I have plugged in my device, I open here the NodeMCU flasher. I go in the Win64 folder, I run the flasher, and I select first of all the correct COM port, which for my device is the COM3. I go to the configuration tab here, and I select the ESP deauthor bin file from my desktop. I set the memory allocation here with zeros. I go to the operation tab and hit flash. After a couple of minutes, the device has been flashed, and now we have to plug the device into a power source. So this power source can be a power bank, as I will use for this tutorial, or our Android or iOS device, or just a power plug. So now that we have plugged in our device, we can search it for in our wireless networks. It is going to be the Pond wireless network, and we need to connect to it with the deauthor password. Okay, now we are connected, and if we go in a browser and hit 192.168.41, we get redirected into this page, and we hit I have read and understood the notes above, which has to do with the responsibilities that we have to take with this device, because deauthoring users from wireless networks is not ethical, and we have to do it only on our network. So here we hit scan to make a scan of the Wi-Fi access points of our neighbor here, and here this is my Wi-Fi access point. I hit select, and if you go here in the attacks, you can see that the selected IPs is the one that I selected right now. We can also go in the stations tab and hit start, and now in around 15 seconds we're going to have the clients that are connected to the Wi-Fi network that we have selected. Because we have been disconnected for the scan, we are going to connect again and refresh the page, and as you can see we have the connected devices of our network. We hit select, and as you can see again in the attacks tab here we have the selected stations. And now for the conclusion, we have the 3 attack vectors that we can perform. So the first one is the deauth, which sends the authentication and the association frames to the selected stations and access points. So with these attacks we just have to hit start, and everyone that we have selected here and here gets deauthenticated immediately. Next we have the beacon, which sends beacon frames with the SSIDs in the list below, that we can just clone the SSID that we need or get some random names. And finally we have the probe request attack that sends probe request frames with the SSIDs in the lists below. Let's try the beacon one, and as you can see here we have rubbish networks that our device has created by sending beacon frames with the SSIDs that we generated randomly here. But of course, as I said, we can clone our SSID of our network. So thank you for watching. This was a video about hacking wireless networks with a $3 jammer. Please act responsibly, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.